So we are now gonna start painting our bud flowers. So basically we've got our 3 little ones, our 3 medium ones, and our 6 large ones. We're just gonna paint to one side since it's going to be close. So it's going to be, this is the bottom part. This is how it's going to go. So we're gonna paint, I've got some, you can use your oil pastels, acrylic, any, and we're going to put the darkest to the bottom and then start. You don't have to use all these colors. So you want to go like through the center to the outside. And then with a cheesecloth or something like that, I'm going to actually put this little green one. So that's basically all we have to do. And then I'm going to grab a piece of cheesecloth and just diffuminate it. So we're gonna do the same thing with all our bud flowers. And that's it. It's pretty easy, pretty simple. So we're gonna go, this is one. I'm actually gonna put a little bit more of this green one. You can diffuminate it, use acrylic, just a little bit like that. So we're gonna do the second one. We've got one. We're gonna go the same. Just a little bit more green. I like this green. I think it's the most green we need. Now, we just diffuminate it. You may want to put a little bit more yellow. You know, remember these are the Bluebonnet buds. So we've got 2. And then we're going to do this one. I'm actually going to put this little tone here, and then the rest with this green. I kind of really like this green, kind of more to the tone of the Bluebonnet, but I did want to give it a little bit of blue. And then we just put some yellow, and we diffuminate it just to make sure it's kind of like our little bud. So we're going to go with the next one. And we put a little bit of yellow, diffuminate it a little bit. And you've got number large bud 3. So this is one of the most complicated flowers we have, actually. Most of them are a little bit simpler. So, but it is so beautiful. You know, it is like really just amazing. So I'm gonna put a little bit more yellow here. So you see how this looks? This is going to be close like this, and these are the top part of a Bluebonnet. So you have this. And then we're going to do the next one. We're going to do the same thing. and diffuminate it really nice. So I'm going to put these away. So we already have our templates. Make sure you mark them and you know, write how many of each it is. So you can, if you want to replicate it, you know, just need, you've got to do several for, you just know, you already know how, oh, wrong color, how much you need of each. This is good. There is no right or wrong color. You can each actually do them yellow or leave them, even leave them white. So we're gonna do the same. You know, like the top ones, which are smaller, you can do them a little bit more yellowy, not as dark. Put a little bit of green here. I'm going to leave it a little bit whiter on the top because these are the very top parts, so they are whiter. I'm just going to diffuminate them a little bit. And there we are. We have finished painting our buds. We have our 6, 3, and 3. That's 12 bud flowers. And we're going to go on to the next step. So we are now going to start working. We finished painting our buds, our 12 buds. Now we have 24 flowers with 24 little beans. So we've got 6, 6, and 12, 6, 6, and 12. So we're going to start with the smallest flower, the one that goes on top. I'm gonna move these so we won't get confused. This one's it. So we got 6. So I'm gonna add this little video to the bloopers. So this is a paint I had for a big leftover. This was with it. So I'm gonna try, this is actually enamel. And we're gonna try several things. I'm gonna leave this in bloopers and we're gonna try the typical craft paint. Let's see how it goes. So you can always experiment. That looks nice. I think I like the enamel. Let's see how well it goes. Really nice. So we're gonna have to redo this because that chalk that I experimented, I did not like. There we go. Look at how pretty. So we fixed one. Now let's try this other one with this. This is going to be, this is a craft paint and it looks actually pretty nice too. You may want to try one over the other just so. So this is your typical Walmart craft paint. The other was enamel paint that I used for a big production. Actually, that was used with a spray gun because there were many the same color I usually have. So look at how pretty the acrylic paint, the craft paint looks too. I'm actually going to put a little bit enamel on it. There we go. We're going to do this one. Well, this one we did with enamel, so I'm going to put a little bit of acrylic just so it's really, really marked. Now we're going to fix these up, which this one's, so these are already thermoformed, so you can always fix stuff. So we're just going to do one side and we wait to do the second side. So we make sure this is dry. Two. Enamel with acrylic, so you can see foam is awesome. That's what I love about foam, really. You know, it's just so easy to paint, except that chalk one. And I actually use a lot of pastels for lots of my flowers. But I don't know what happened with this one. Pretty nasty chalk that I got. So we're gonna leave it here. I'm going to mix a little bit of enamel. So that's 3. Now we're going to work on this one too. Other one. And there we go. Look at how pretty. Just gonna let that one dry. Go. And that's almost done. Well, we've got to do the other side of these little these petals, because we got to do both sides. So we're waiting for it to dry so we can turn it around and finish the other side. And we are on our last, well, one side. So there's always many ways to fix mistakes. Thermoforming, remember, you heat again and you thermoform again. Painting, you wash your foam and you clean up the foam and you paint again. Now, if you're using lacquer, but before you get into lacquer, you want to use acrylics, you want to use pastels, which are easy to clean. And once you get really good, then it's off to the lacquer paint, which is really fast. And there we go. Use a dark one here. Well, it's not really darker. And then we are going to use right in the center. Right in the center. Let me take this off. Then we're going to paint the center. If you want it a little bit up, you can put, you know, clear, maybe put more yellow here so that it can be a big contrast. But it's really up to you. Put a little bit. We're still gonna diffuminate it with our we're gonna have to do both sides. And now we're gonna grab a little piece of our cheesecloth, cotton, and just diffuminate it just a little bit. Like a little shadow. See how pretty it looks? And now we're going to do the other side. So the same thing. And now we're just going to difuminate it again. Turn this into shadow. Look how pretty it looks. This one, this one, and this one. So, oh, one more over here. So we've got our 12 painted leaves, and we are going to go to our next step.